All right, it is 6:16 a.m. Central Time. Lighting isn't great right now, but it's because it's 6:16. Few things. I'll tell you when I stop. Not going for today's world record, not that you know what it was going to be yet. Am going for Friday's world record still. You will know what that is on Friday. Friday for me, I don't know what day of the week these videos are going up yet. So 2 days from now. And interesting hassle with Airbnb. I'll start off with that. So you'll see a little scenery, and then at the first gas station, I'll tell you what's going on with this Airbnb, which there's clear documentation of me being in a Motel 6 that first night, not going to the Airbnb in Colorado. Anyway, I'll let you know everything after the sun rises, and I give you some scenery from the interstate. 7:05. Sun's trying to come up over there. All right, 8:11 local time in DeSoto, Nebraska. You see over in the corner there, that water tower? Let me see if I can zoom. There, you see it, DeSoto. You know what's funny about DeSoto, the name, the person? So there's a Seinfeld where Costanza and Seinfeld are at the coffee shop, and Seinfeld says he really likes Magellan. That's his favorite explorer. He went around the world. And Costanza says, I like DeSoto. And Seinfeld asks what DeSoto did, and Costanza says, he discovered the Mississippi. And Seinfeld says, oh yeah, like we wouldn't have found that anyway. Which is just, it's such a funny reason to hate DeSoto. So, of course, when I saw that sign on the water tower, had to stop in DeSoto, Nebraska. Anyway, it's freezing out here, by the way. Airbnb. So I said I was confident I would get my refund with that con artist squatter's house in on the outskirts of Denver, because at the time I was messaging with Airbnb, and Airbnb support said this issue is about to be resolved. That's why I was confident. Quite the change in the past couple days, or day and a half. Didn't get my refund. The host is claiming I stayed all night and I checked out late, and is trying to get an extra $20 from me for a late checkout. Here's the thing. The host has absolutely no proof of any of this. The host claims she wasn't in the house the night of check-in or the morning of checkout. The only proof, we're using that term very, very loosely here, she has is that her cleaner, who also sounds like her granddaughter, said, I was delayed because the guy checked out late. He didn't check out till 11:46. There was someone in the house. First of all, one of two things is happening. Either these people in the house were the squatters, or the cleaner is just saying this to get an extra $20. None of this is proof at all. I, on the other hand, was messaging with Airbnb support that evening saying I'm not staying in that house and describing how dangerous it was. I also have video of myself that you've seen of me in the motel at 8:44 that night, local time. I also have video of myself, which you've seen, of myself the next morning at 6 o'clock leaving the motel. I also have video, which you've seen, of me at 6:15 after I put air in my tires down the street from that motel. I also have video, which you've seen, of me driving when I-76 becomes I-80, and I switched from Colorado to Nebraska at a time when the con artist host was claiming I was still in the house, and in the house for like another 3 hours. I also have video, which you've seen, of me eating crackers at a gas station in Cozad, Nebraska, about 305 miles from the Airbnb house, while the host claims I was still in that house, and still in the house for another 45 minutes or so. I also, for those of you who really enjoy math, have proof that I checked into the Omaha Airbnb at about 3:10 local time. You've seen video of me in the driveway at 3:09, then I knocked on the door, and the host opened the door for me. So if you did some math, and Airbnb asks the Omaha host, when did this guy walk into your house? She'll say 3:10, and for me to still be in Denver, Colorado at 11:46 Denver time, and then be in Omaha at 3:10 Central time, I would need to be driving about 215 miles per hour without any stops. So you have a con artist with no proof at all, and then you have me, an upstanding citizen, with proof via pictures and videos and math. So we'll see how Airbnb decides this. By this evening, around, I don't know, 7 or 8 o'clock, there's supposed to be some kind of update after their investigation. So we'll see what happens. If I get the refund, well, now I might be on the hook for an extra late fee also. If I get the refund and am not charged the late fee, which is what should happen, I'll just tell you. I suspect the absolute worst thing is going to happen. I won't get my refund and I'll be charged a $20 late fee somehow. If that happens, I will make I will make a detailed video chronicling everything that happened those 2 days and all the proof I have, which I've given to Airbnb if they decide to listen to the con artist who has absolutely no proof on her side. So, interesting either way. Being on the hook for the $75 total isn't the end of the world. Much more than the $75. I don't want a scammer con artist to prosper. And really, that listing needs to be deleted. There are squatters living in that house, and the host is either in on it and trying to lure people into that house to get robbed or assaulted or worse, or she's so negligent she has no idea squatters are living in her house, and the only contact she has is a con artist granddaughter who's scamming her out of late fees. That's a really dangerous place. Someone might have actually been in that house that morning. If I actually stayed there, I feel like at some point squatters were going to return and there was going to be some type of an event in that house. It really is dangerous, and that listing should not exist. That's the most important thing, but also I don't want to be on the hook for this late fee, and I want my $55.29 back. So I will give you some more scenery, and at the next stop I will tell you the world record I was considering going for today that I'm not doing anymore, and then I don't know how many more stops there will be. Definitely 1, maybe 2, and then it'll be on in the area of Notre Dame in Indiana. Mississippi River.